I just want to give you a heads up. The dog we're going to sit with, when I say their name, they have an emotional reaction that I've just never seen before. That's because dogs are emotional beings like this one. If you were to blame them for what happened to their bed right there, they would be upset because it obviously wasn't them. They were framed. But look at this sweet little soul that I ran into. I just want to say, stick around though, because it is worth it. And at the end of the video, there's something so heartwarming. Just trust me, it's worth waiting for.
The senior ones, the older dogs, are the first to get passed by at animal shelters. And I know why. It's because people experience immediate sadness. But I think what I would say is, think about your dog. If you've ever had the blessing of losing a dog, of them going over the Rainbow Bridge, and that dog has been with you since they were a puppy or middle age, and you experienced the entire journey of them growing, and you experience the insurmountable pain of losing them. It's only then that I think you can truly start to understand senior dogs and why that sadness is actually happiness, just filling that void in your heart. I always say with senior dogs that you don't do it for you do it for them. And I get it. People say, oh, I could never adopt a senior dog because it would break my heart. My heart would be broken in a million pieces when I lost them. But I think when you go into it for the dog versus for yourself, you experience a reward like no other. A feeling that is like your arm's been ripped off, but your heart is full. If that makes any sense. It's kind of like when you give to just give, or love to just love, with expecting nothing in return. When you do that for a senior dog and you welcome them into your home and your family and you open your heart, there is a reward that just of joy that will fill your body like no other. When you truly do it for them. When I see a senior dog alone and scared and trembling and unsure of why they're in a shelter, I have to stop and I have to help. Because they've truly lost their voice and they've truly lost their way, and they've dedicated their entire life to giving unconditional love, and now they're not getting that in return. Okay, let's start with a treat to see if we can replace some of that fear with affection. There we go, that worked. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to sit down. I mean, certainly this dog just came in, and we're going to get this one's story here in a minute. I can't even begin to think how this happened. And I get an incredible sadness a couple minutes in, sitting in the kennel, and I think sometimes it'd be easier just not to come. Because, a lot of times these situations are out of this dog's control. Their family member may have passed. Maybe they were arrested. A bad accident happened. Who knows? But often, all too often, I see the other side. And the other side is why I'm here, is why you're watching. So that we can show these dogs that the people that just go, I'm going to get a new model, or you're too much trouble, is not the representation of what this dog should leave the world understanding. Oh, so sweet. Now, I'm looking at this old guy or old gal, and I see older hips, older eyes, and also I could be completely wrong, and this could be a really scared puppy. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes until I can get in there and look at teeth. But I'm guessing this one's a senior. But it'd be funny though if I just shared all my thoughts on adopting a senior dog, and then Alexis here in a minute tells me that the shelter thinks this dog's a year old. That would be funny. Oh, don't be sad. He's so sad. Here, let's see if we can cheer you up a little bit. But yeah, whatever it is, there's some sadness here. He just won't even look at me. They're not even trying to look at me. Just wants me to go away. Wants the world to just melt away. People often ask me and reach out to me and say, if I have to take my dog to a shelter, what shelter would be a good one so that my dog's safe? I think regardless of where you take your dog, whether it's a no-kill shelter or an open admission high intake shelter that youths for space or time, they're in this state of confusion of not understanding what they did wrong and why they're here and why they've been abandoned when all they're giving is loyalty. I don't want to shy away from that being the truth of what happens when you bring your dog to the shelter. But I also think with this one, there's a story, and I'm going to see if we can help, because what the reason I'm here, what we're doing right now with this dog is not wanting to wallow in the sadness or whatever went wrong, but it's to be here and show love in this moment. And hopefully, if we can catch a dog like this in their deepest, darkest moments, they can believe again and love and trust again, because they know that there are people out there that care, like me, like you. And I will also say that this dog is so pretty. I don't know if you can see from the front. I'm trying to sneak some looks in the back, especially because she got a pink collar on. It's almost like a brindle where the darker colors are, and then a white, husky mix of some sort, but such a pretty dog. I think I have a soft spot in my heart for dogs like this too, seniors, because I don't know when I'll stop saying recently. I guess it's been over a year now, but lost my soul dog, who was with me since he was 6 months old from a rescue, all the way to him being a senior for Boxer, over 10 years old.
It's 2 years this month.
2 years?
This month.
Really? Isn't it, if you've ever lost anyone, pet or person, time stands still and flies at the same time. I always have such a hard time with that. If you ask me how many feet tall the ceiling is, I will nail it within a few inches. I am spot on to that regard. If you ask me how long it's been since I lost Flip, one day I might tell you it was last month. Another day I might tell you it's been a decade. It's so weird how time just freezes and just flies by at the same time. Have you experienced that? Is it just me? And there are harder days, it changes over time, and there are harder days. But I will say, like I said at the beginning, if you've ever been blessed with, or if you've ever had the joy of experiencing losing a dog, which is a weird way to say it, but I say it that way because then you just know how valuable their love and loyalty is. Also, I think she is falling asleep, which makes me really happy, because when these dogs come into the shelter, they often can't sleep from the noise, but we get to work moving some dogs away, getting dogs chew bones, and all the kennel roasts. Now, people say, why not put up sound barriers? Why not play music? The shelter does play music at night. It's hard to do sound barriers in older kennels because, think about it, it's material that would typically hold in contamination. You can't just hose it down. Newer shelters, they can build these sort of things if they have the budget. But older shelters, they're just working with what they have. So when a dog relaxes enough by me just having a conversation with you, not on the dog, we are accomplishing a goal, giving them a chance to decompress. And when I move here in a minute and start to learn this dog's story and work with this dog, they're immediately going to be at a more relaxed state, opening up the ability for them to understand my intentions to let them know that things are going to be okay. If you have a dog that you're working with, that you've recently rescued, or that you're just not connecting with, maybe your significant other has connected with that dog, but you haven't, try less to go up and win the dog's affection, and try more to be in the space and presence of the dog without the dog being the center of affection. Try to look away, try to have conversations with other people. One great way to do this is, if you don't want to just talk like a crazy person like me, is you can read a book out loud. It's a great way to do it. It's a good way to work with have kids do that as well. Okay, now, she was itching. Could be fleas. When I go home, everything goes straight into the washing machine. Shoes stay outside, disinfect them, all that kind of stuff, because, part of the gig. But most likely just allergic reactions. Okay. How are you looking on the story for her?
Well, I've been digging into it, and I will say there's a lot more here than meets the eye.
Oh, no. I could feel it. You can feel it. It's that sadness I got when I first came in. It's interesting how she was so scared, though, and now she's just found her spot, and she feels comfortable in that spot. When I get sad and I think about losing my dog, I don't think I ever finished that thought. Like, the reason I say experiencing the joy of losing a pet is at some point as you go through the grieving process, I think, whether that's a month or 5 years from now, you start to come to the realization of how blessed and lucky you were to have experienced that loss, because if it didn't hurt so bad, the love for your pet never would have been that deep. And there's nothing like losing a pet. It's just the worst thing in the entire world, but also so wonderful because you get to know the depth of that love and open your heart, hopefully turn that loss into purpose, whether it be going to volunteer, welcoming another pet into your home, having more empathy for others or senior dogs. It could turn into something like writing a book, which I will say, like, I am as unconventional, we'll say unconventional instead of not smart. Like, if you were to go back and interview any of my teachers, they'd go, oh, Rocky, oh no, don't have him write a paper for you. No, this guy will never amount to writing a book. Let's hope he can even get a job. And here we are. I am so happy and so proud, and I almost have this book done of Sitting with Dogs. And when the publisher came to me, in case you're new, I had a publisher reach out to me and say, we want to do a book with you, which is great because I was working on getting these stories down on paper so I could tell the full journey of how the dogs start here, but where they end up, like the impact that all of us are having. And it is the most heartfelt thing I've ever done. And it's out and it's available now for pre-order. And don't wait. Because if we're going to make an impact, and this book is going to get out there and it's going to touch people and help encourage people to adopt and volunteer and hopefully mean something to you and your life and how you can go do this. You can change your life and be involved in helping pets. But to do that, there have to be enough pre-orders or bookstores just won't pick them up. So I will put the link in the description below, and I'll just put it here on screen. Go get this, or just go to rockykanaka.com/book. Please go pre-order it for me. Sometimes I say help if you can or when you can, but I am begging of this from you because I think it's going to change a lot of lives. I want you to be able to do what I'm doing in some fashion or another. And I want more people to consider adoption first. And I think this book will help with that tremendously. So go get it if you can. Let's get this little one's story. Alexis.
Yes.
I am going to see if she'll take a treat out of my hand, and then I would love to get her story.
Okay, ready when you are.
Let's go with a bigger reward if she'll do it. Oh, that's a big amount of trust. That is a really big amount of trust. And also, can I just tell you, her little nose boop is so soft. It's so like husky teddy bear soft. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. Okay, let me try one more thing. I'm going to try the paw touch to start introducing some touch and see how she reacts to this. I'm going to put it in my hand, and then we're just going to sneakily put my hand on her paw. Just leave it there for a minute. That's good. Oh, we could get to the scoop here, guys. Okay, but before we get there, Alexis, what is her story?
They do have her estimated, actually, get this, around 5.5 to 6 years old.
There's no way. You know, I will say this, like a lot of times when dogs come in bad conditions, they look older than they are. It even fools me because the nutrition is really bad. The, just ongoing neglect leads them into just aging faster. It doesn't mean it can't be course corrected and reversed by many years with proper food and nutrition and exercise and care. But I mean, her hips look, maybe it's just the fur matted on her hips too, but her hips look like either maybe they're just really skinny. I don't know. I've been able to get in there.
Well, think about Pumpkin. They thought he was a senior and he was a puppy.
Yeah.
So it happens.
That's my wife, Kelly. She's here today. If you want to say anything nice in the comments to her.
It also means you have to be on your best behavior.
And I have to behave.
Otherwise, I'll let you out of that kennel.
Girl, you see what I deal with? Okay, also I want to try the finger treat versus the open hand treat to see if she'll trust me enough. No, we're not there yet. We're going to get there. Trainers will tell you, don't do this. But it helps sometimes give a little more distance between a dog. I typically start with that and then I do the open hand. But for some reason, she's comfortable with the open hand, but not with this. So I don't know. She's pretty low too. Sometimes if I go down a little lower. Like that? No, we're not there. That's okay. Usually it's the other way around, but that's okay. Yeah. Interesting. Open hand. She's been with someone before that maybe has fed her by hand or something, because that's interesting. Was she'll take an open hand, but she didn't trust me yet enough to maybe I try to get lower. Yeah, you know what? I think that's it. It's just lower. It just need to come under like that, because otherwise I'm coming at her like that. All right, tell me more. Do we have a microchip?
We do not, unfortunately.
Someone asked me the other day, in a kind way, she asked, is it okay that I can't remember what it was, like some organization, like AKC or something, where you say, I have that tag and it's registered with them. Isn't that a good way? Isn't that sufficient? So I don't have to go do a microchip. Well, no. And I'll tell you why. Because the microchip is universal to shelters across the nation. And so if your dog gets lost, a collar can come off. It can be taken off at the shelter because they've got to keep a clean environment. And so then your dog may not be identified, where the microchip is universal, vet offices, shelters. So you want to have both, by the way. One, it's great if you have additional identifiers, but like Pumpkin, who is a high risk feral flight dog, or high risk dog that was feral, and he's flight risk. Man, I'm really struggling with that. Microchip, collar, air tag collar, harness, slip lead, all of the things, all of the layers. So just microchip your pet, please. And if you've microchipped your pet, just double check and make sure the registration is still up to date. Sometimes you move, things change, phone numbers change. Just go check, log in. If you can't remember, reach out to your original vet or shelter, or go to your vet, have them scan the microchip, figure out how to update the information online. It can be life-saving. It can reunite situations like this. Okay, no microchip. What else do we know? Oh, is there no collar up there? Okay.
No, but I'll tell you about something related to that, though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
This is actually her 5th day
What?
here.
5 days? Poor baby.
Yeah, so that means that for this shelter at Animal Friends of the Valleys, she is officially available.
Okay. Then, yeah, we've got work to do. I'm glad we're here. So that means she needs to get adopted. 5 days if the owner isn't known. If there is information on the owner and they're just not responding, the shelter will give 10 days. Varies from shelter to shelter, county to county, but it's often somewhat similar.
Before she came here, though, she was actually found a week and a half before that.
As Alexis is telling the story too, I'm just doing little things to try to keep her brain and her nose working and active. I'm asking her to trust me a little bit more and reach out of her kind of curled up state. Oh, that's really good. Okay, tell me more.
The person who found her posted about her on social media.
Oh, okay.
To try and find
Great.
the owner.
Yeah, that's great. They did that.
But of course, since she's obviously here now, they didn't have any luck. She has a possible skin condition, just because she does have some hair loss.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking senior too, because yeah, look at this. Look how guys, look at these hips. Like that looks more like a senior hip. I mean, maybe it's some bedhead. Poor little tail still tucked. I want to get to the point where she didn't feel like she has to tuck her tail like that. Oh my God, that's cutie. But yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the skin condition under that fur. But even her face just looks senior. Okay, all right. What else do we know?
Well, the finder did give her actually a bath and used hot spa and itch relief spray for her before before the finder turned her in.
So that's kind of wild that she's been cleaned and she still looks this way.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to pet her here in a minute and see if, well, she wouldn't feel dirty, hopefully now. But her nails need trimming for sure.
Yeah, so it might have been, this is just the Good Samaritan who happened to find her, just tried to help her any way they could.
Yeah, see, people are inherently good. People are awesome. A lot of times people will say like, oh, I like Rocky because he likes people or he likes pets and not people. But I like both. I like them both, just for the record.
So when she got here, Health Check obviously gave her a thorough look at, and
What'd they find?
this is what they said.
Okay.
So she did still have dirty ears. She has a cauliflower ear, if you see that.
Yeah.
Her right ear
is
kind of crunched up looking. That's cauliflower ear.
If you were to pull it back, you'd see it looks like, cauliflower. It just needs maintenance and cleaning. And
Yeah.
she's brave. She's a brave girl. Okay.
with possible hematomas. So I'm sure that's not very comfortable.
So hematoma, I mean, what's the best way to describe it?
So hematoma is, according to VCA, localized mass of blood that's confined within an organ or tissue.
Yeah, and typically for female dogs, it can be, back in the back quarter region.
Yeah, so it's swelling. It's not sure what the cause is. It could be a number of things.
Right.
But she also only has 2 outermost incisors, chipped canines, and moderate tartar on her molars.
Oh, she's a mama too.
Well, I was about to actually say, she does have a mammary mass and an abdominal growth of some sort. And she has no signs of being spayed. So, as you may know, that unfortunately with dogs who are intact, who haven't been spayed, they're more prone to kind of just these growths and whatnot from their mammaries. They are treating her here, though, for the hair loss. So she's been on meds for those.
That's good.
Otherwise, they don't see any other signs of like an active illness. Of course, she still needs to go to the vet, check out those masses. Hopefully, they could just be benign. They're just growths, maybe. I noticed she has a note on her kennel card. I'm gonna grab it for you.
Yeah, let me read that real quick.
But I thought it was interesting that they put this in all caps on her kennel card.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I want to say the reason why they put that on her kennel card is because of the way she just looks on the outside. They probably just think, combined with her nervous behavior, that she's like disease-ridden and just...
Is not sick. Which is funny. I didn't think she was sick, but I thought she was old, which, it's funny how like your eyes can just put things together pretty quickly to go, hey, something isn't normal there, whether that's a senior dog that needs extra help or it's a sick dog. Okay, I want to finish hearing the story, but I will tell you, in situations like this, actually, there's good news, and I'll tell you why, because there's something we can do. Okay, all right, tell me more.
Well, I've got one more tidbit of information.
Okay. Oh yeah, she doesn't have many teeth. The good thing is she's still got some, so like she can still chew and things, but I don't think she's going to be working on a big old dog bone or anything. Let me see if I can show everyone. Yeah, she didn't have a full set. That's all right. I'm not working with a full deck, so no comments from my wife.
You're perfect.
Thank you.
The last thing that I found on her was she was found wearing a blue collar that said the name. Do you want me to give you the name that was on the collar?
Oh, text it to me. I'll see if she knows it.
I'll text you the name, but it was a blue collar that had this name on it. But the reason why it's not here is because it was dirty and falling apart, so they threw it away. So we probably have to make a decision here when you see the name on if we keep it or if we give her a new one.
Okay, what else?
That was all that I found. She is available now. Just needs someone who's going to be patient with her and work with her.
Some days more than others, I don't want to come to the shelter. And I hate to admit that because I think I'm so blessed to be able to do this and help this way for a living. And I have businesses and other things I do, so it allows me the freedom to come do this. But we have so much going on right now with so many dogs that I've just been feeling the weight of it, and I didn't wake up this morning bouncing out of bed going, I want to go to the shelter. And a lot of days that is the case. But sometimes I just feel like I need to go because they need us, and she needs us. It's unlikely that a sick or senior looking dog that's a husky that doesn't have a story, that has issues, is going to get adopted. But I've seen some amazing things with this unbelievable community that we've built, because I will stand by this forever. The dog people are the best people, period. You find me a dog person and I can disagree with them on so many things, religion, politics, food, but I will still love them because they're a good person, because they like dogs. I want to try to give her some affection because I feel like she's probably been missing that in her life. And the fear that was in her when I approached her kennel initially just sends shivers through my spine. And I want us to break through that. And so if I can get her to accept some affection and to get a scoop and a hug, I think she deserves that. I'll tell you the good news about her, about a dog in this situation. So Shelter thinks she's 6 years old?
Like between 5.5 to 6 years old.
Let's say the Shelter thinks she's 6 years old. This dog could live 10, 12 years old. And so there's still plenty of life. And to be able to help a dog like this and be part of that, 2.0, that renaissance, it's like nothing you'll ever experience in your life. To see what a couple of weeks and a couple of months and a couple of years of good food will do for this dog, and how love will spring life back into them, and a couple of vet visits and a couple, maybe minor procedures if you need to, it'll be the best money you've ever spent in your whole life. When I'm lucky enough to get the opportunity to reunite with some of these dogs, they're unrecognizable in an amazing way. It's like Pippa. That's one of the most amazing turnarounds I've seen. She don't even look like the same dog. Like, I'll show you the before and after of Pippa right now. You wouldn't even know that that's the same dog, which makes me really happy. I'm going to change the dynamics a little bit. I'm going to scoot back and I'll put her ahead of me. And that breaks the comfort level a little bit, because this whole time I've been just up front and ignoring her. And this is good. She's doing like a kitty cat like stretch. That's really good. Are you a kitty cat in disguise? You want a treat? Yeah, that's good. Boy, you're a good girl. I want to give some positive affirmations, and I want to tell her that she's a Gigi. See if she's ever heard that before. I'm almost through this treat stick, so I'm gonna give her the rest of these treats, and then we're gonna try this. I think we're gonna be able to work some wonders here. She's got some pink through here. Does that make you a little nervous? Okay, we're gonna keep the treat train going here, and when I have all these right here, I'm gonna use these. I already broke them up. I'll eat out of my hand there. Sometimes dogs in this situation come from traveling around with a homeless person, because they just didn't have the budget to do anything, maybe. A lot of times it's just a backyard dog people neglect, and they just never really wanted a dog in the first place, or broke up with an ex and vindictively kept the dog. But something's off here, and the ongoing lack of care is neglect. Like, if you're a friend of mine and I come over to your house and your dog's like this, you better have some really good reasoning. We're gonna try treats with my left hand and pets with my right. There you go. Yeah. Just come right in here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to back off a little bit. You always want to do a push and a pull, because letting the dog consent to receiving affection is imperative in building trust in that relationship. I'll show you what I mean. So she's okay with that pets, and then you just let go. Now I'm going to put my hand here and see if she reaches out for more affection, or at least doesn't pull away. Okay, we're still in a relaxed state. That's good. The invitation seems open still. We're going to do that without treats. Look at that. Do that nice head rub right there. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Her little paws going up. All right, still give it a little break. A little brush on the... I like to try to touch some different points, because some points may be painful or uncomfortable, and so then I get a little bit of a notice. Okay, now we're going to try treats, petting, and positive affirmations all at the same time, to really just flood her with the love that she deserves. And then after that, we're going to try the name. You text it to me?
Yes.
Let me look at it here. Oh, maybe. Hey, you want a treat? That's a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah. Oh, does that feel good? Oh, you're a good girl. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's a good girl. Are you a happy girl? Are you a happy good? You're a good girl. Here, do you want a treat? Yeah, Mama. You're a good girl. I am sorry. Whatever you've been through that left you here alone, you didn't deserve it. Because I can tell you're a happy girl. And you deserve love. Sky. Sky. Sky, I love you. Do you know your name, Sky? Do you want a treat? Good girl, Sky. Oh. Sky. Sky, you're a good girl. She's trembling every time I say it. Sky. That's not good. I don't think I've ever seen that before. We're never going to say that again. Oh, that's so sad. When you say her name, she trembles. Hi, we're going to give you a new name because I don't think I've ever seen that before and I don't like it. Hi, should we work on a new name? Oh man, that breaks my heart, man. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm here. I don't know what happened to you, but you didn't deserve it. And I promise you, from here on forward, we're going to make sure you don't ever tremble when you hear your name again. I am so glad that I am here today because you just never know the impact that you're going to have or what you're going to discover. And for someone to have gone through something so traumatic that when you say their name, it sends shivers through their body. No dog, no one ever deserves that. I mean, maybe it's a male saying her name. If you've ever had that experience where someone says your name and it just like, you just go, man, stop saying my name. Kelly, hey, Kelly, are you over there? You didn't see it, but it's like I've never seen something so heartbreaking in my life.
She's so sweet.
She's so sweet. And like the way she shook when I said her name, I didn't believe it at first. I thought, was she like reaching out for more affection? And then like even Alexis saw it from over there.
It's like she was doing small little trembles here and there just from being nervous in general, but it was very significant when you said her name.
Well, I feel horrible. Like it just got, the more I said it too, the bigger the trembles got. All right, so we got to come up with a name that's something that she can really blossom into because that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, man. Yeah, what should we name her?
Maybe something that sounds...
completely different.
Completely different.
Like
very light and easy on the ears.
Yeah.
You know?
I have one I was thinking about the other day. What about Faith?
Have we done a Faith?
No, we've never done a Faith. We've done a Faith?
I thought we did do a Faith.
Doesn't matter. Don't you think she'd be a great Faith?
Yeah, I think that would work. I know, I liked Kelly's other suggestion.
Okay, what'd you say?
Well, I don't want to say her name, but it's up in the air, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I was thinking Sunny.
Yeah, I feel like the problem with Sunny is it's very male.
Okay.
True.
I like Faith.
Okay.
I feel like she's a Faith. Faith, you're a good girl. You're a good girl, Faith. Yeah. Oh, that's the right reaction. Okay, that's a good girl, Faith. Faith, I am sorry that you had to go through that. You will never have to go through that again. From here on out, you are Faith, and you are loved, and you are cherished, and your loyalty and love will be matched in return. Her cute little eyes, they're like squinty, are so cute. And now, like, look, she's totally relaxed. Her paws are relaxed. Faith's getting all kinds of treats. Yeah, you're a good girl, and she's not shaking anymore. Amazing what a little love in the moment, just being present in the moment will do. Okay, you want the big one? You can have it. Yeah, you want the whole thing? I'll hold it for you. You have all the treats you want, Faith. Like never before, I need you guys. I know I just said that because of the book, but I do need you to go pre-order the book because it'll make a difference on whether a place like Barnes & Noble will carry us or not, based off how many pre-orders we have. So please get it now. It'll be to you in a few months. But more than anything, if you don't have money for a book, if you don't have money to become a member and join this channel, which we have the best community in the world and it allows us to help more dogs, just share this. If you're watching this and you've been thinking about getting a dog and you can make it down to Animal Friends of the Valleys in Wildomar, California, run, don't walk. Share this. I need someone with a big heart to open your home to her. You know, if you adopt her, you're going to have to take her to the vet and spend some time with her at the vet, probably a few visits to just get her back to 100%. But she's worth it. She is worth every minute of it. I've seen you guys do big things. Let's share this. Let's get the word out. I love you, Faith. You're such a good girl. You want some more treats? I know the vid's over, but I just want to keep giving her a few more treats here. And, yeah, that's great. Go get it. Let her grab the whole treat stick. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get this. Yeah. Okay, video's not over. JK.
Hold on.
Now you guys know we spend more time with the dogs, though, after the vid's over. Okay. Yeah, look at her. And look, now you get the full, if you stuck all the way around. Yeah, good girl. Okay, use her name and tell her she's a good girl.
Faith, you're a good girl.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Come do this with Alexa. See if multiple people can get her excited about her name. See if we can get that tail untucked.
Hi. Are you a good girl, Faith?
Oh, yes.
Good girl?
It's working.
So sweet, Faith. Here, you want a treat?
Keep going. Alexis, don't worry about the other dogs barking. It's fine. Come over here and we had a little tail wag. Give her treats with Kelly. See if both of you guys together can generate enough power for a tail wag. It's going to happen. Watch.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, is she a good girl, Faith?
I knew it.
Hey, she's a good girl. Good girl, Faith.
Okay, be cool. Be cool, Rocky. Oh, that makes me so happy, man. It's like, there's so many emotions in this kennel, and it's like, now to see that tail moving and wagging. Oh, man.
She's so sweet.
She's so sweet. Tears of joy for a tail wag.
Faith, you want a treat? You want a treat? Yay, good girl.
Oh,
Look like
I found the other one. Here, you want the whole thing, girl? Or you need me to break it up for you? Oh, her eyes are so pretty, too. But yeah, see the back where her skin condition needs a lot of help? Diet, some medication.
Well, and that doesn't look like it just happened. That looks
No.
like a
Years
long
of
time
neglect. Yeah.
Yeah, over time.
Years.
That's sad.
Okay. Her story has been really sad up to now, but we're going to change that. That's the great thing about this. Like, and it felt good to have a little cry there too. Like, thanks, girl. I needed that. Who knew? She would do more for me. Okay, you're a good girl. I like seeing that tail loosened a little bit, not between your legs anymore. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. Yeah. I love you. I love you, Faith. Oh, you like toys? Does this have a squeaker? You already got the squeaker? Here, let's sit with this one. No, you must have got the squeakers when no one was looking, huh? Okay. Thanks for sitting with dogs with me.